Hello and welcome to Omron's Quick Tip video series. I will be demonstrating how to set up the pulse output unit for the NXIO with EtherCAT Coupler as a Servo Axis for the Sysmac NJ using Sysmac Studio. Our system consists of a Sysmac NJ, NXIO with a pulse output unit, and a stepper, Smart Step 2 or G5 motor and amplifier pair. We use standard programming conforming to PLC open motion function blocks. Our NXIO consists of an EtherCAT communication unit, 4-point output, 4-point input, the pulse output unit, a 2-channel high-speed counter, and an end unit. I've created a project in Sysmac Studio and I need to be using an NJ version 1.05 or greater firmware in the CPU. My Sysmac Studio needs to be version 1.06 or greater. I have added a terminal coupler to the Sysmac NJ, and if I right mouse click I can see my terminal configuration. I've got a 4-point output, 4-point input, my pulse output unit, high-speed counter, and an end unit. I have added an axis setting and it's called MC_axis000. I've used this axis, set it for a servo axis, and my output device is the NX PG0122. The motor I am using is 2500 pulses per revolution for 360 degrees. I will now go down to my program, section 0, and I've added 3 function blocks. MC Power, which turns my servo drive on, MC Move, which will move to a position, and MC Home, which will set the origin. You'll notice all of these reference MC Axis 000, which I had predefined earlier. In my MC Move command, I have set 3 different variables. My position variable, and I've called it POS, my velocity, called VEL, and then my move mode, set incremental. Set incremental, I have set it to move in a relative or incremental move. I could also have set that to an absolute move as well. I've gone online with the controller and downloaded the program. I can see my controller status in the lower right corner. I'm online, there's no errors, I'm in run mode, and the IP address of my controller. I've added a watch window, and I've got my enable button here to turn the servo on. I'll turn it on. Notice it turns on up here. I've set my position to be 360 or 1 revolution. My velocity to be 100. Here's my commanded position is 0, and my move to position I'm going to set to true, and you will notice this value changing to my commanded position. I'm now at 360 degrees. Turn that off. I'll now change this to minus 360. Turn it back on, and it's going to go back to 0. I can also increase the speed here. I'll have this go to 10,000, and I'll have our position go to 3600. And I'll go from false to true, and it moves very quickly to 3600. At this point in time, I can reset the home or origin position, and I'll select true. And you'll notice the commanded or actual position is now 0. And that is how to set up the pulse output unit as a Servo Axis for the Sysmac NJ. Thank you, and stay tuned for more Omron Quick Tip videos.